listen, I'm giving y'all a glimpse. So first of all, it's got a podcast. We got a podcast. Y'all been asking for the podcast, so go check out the podcast. It's on Anchor, Footballville podcast, Caneville shows, a couple other shows under there. Go check the podcast out, and if you're listening on the podcast, make sure you subscribe so you get an alert every time we put something out on the podcast. I'm gonna give you a glimpse, man, because I was at the game the other night. 13,000 people was supposed to be allowed. 12,000, 8,000 was announced to be there. They announced this 5,000 less. They said 5,000 less people were there. When I got there, I walked in, this media, they took my temperature, I had to fill out a questionnaire. They ushered me upstairs, got harassed by the elevator lady. I don't know what that was about, you know what I'm saying? And then we got there, and the media, they had us in like cubicles, like, you know what I'm saying? It was like glass cubicles, and you're supposed to stay in your own cubicle and not contaminate anybody else's cubicle. I had Will Manso from Channel 10 sitting right there down in front of me. He had 4 bottles of water. I don't know. This man drank all the water in the world. Made me feel bad because I try to drink 2 a day. But it was surreal at the same time. The Canes on the field down there, and I'm like saying to myself, man, maybe I should just go in the stands and get closer to the field and shoot some video. But now I don't want to violate. But I mean, where we at right now with the COVID and things, they just announced we're in level 2. My projection is that it's not going to stay like this. When you start talking about money, right? Money, making money, powers that be losing money. All you got to do is say something like level 2, level 1.5, and then boom, 30,000 people in the stadium. You're looking around across the nation. There's other places, people in the stadium. North Carolina didn't even. North Carolina didn't even let the maintenance people in the stadium. But it's a little weird around. You know, in different places, different rules, different sets of rules. But I believe going forward, they're gonna start adding more and more people in and let more people come.
I think they'll do it month by month. It's trial release. Started off. Certain small schools having like certain fans. You on Thursday night, 13,000 loud. Then you see Saturday night goes to 19,000. So it'll continue to grow. I don't think it's never going to be full. You know what I'm saying? Full. It's not going to be full stadium this year. As far as for the Hard Rock, they trying it out because actually the national championship is this year here.
Right.
So they gonna try everything possible to get to full because that's a big major game and it's money. So that's why they gonna keep going by the protocol.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if they say next week we only gonna allow 20, that's it. You know what I'm saying? We gonna keep going by the protocol.
So the way things are set up now, it's still scheduled to be a national championship?
Of course.
Playoffs and everything?
Yeah.
So it's gonna be ACC? SEC?
They asked Dabo yesterday because they were saying, okay, what happens if the Pac-12 and the Big Ten ready to get back in? That was like, we ain't waiting for them. We go.
What?
We ain't waiting for them.
Who's we?
He basically talking about ACC, SEC. Like, we not waiting for them. Oh, I mean, and then you got the Big 12. Like, we ain't waiting for them.
Right.
Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Like, now I think that the Big Ten just had a meeting yesterday. Now they thinking like, hey man, we kind of made a mistake.
It's kind of too late. Yeah.
It's not really because the SEC don't start till the 26th of September.
The SEC. Okay. So the SEC. Okay. So.
Only thing.
And they practicing. I see the kids still putting up pictures of them practicing. I see Nebraska practicing. So they still practicing.
The only thing will be is if them conferences start, their season will actually drag on to late November, December.
Right.
Which is when bowl season starts in December. You know what I'm saying? So, who knows? But ACC, SEC, Big 12, they like, man, let's go. We ready.
Let's rock.
Yeah, man. Virginia Tech, they canceled their game, but it's rescheduled for the 26th. So keep an eye on that. ACC talk about if it's less than 8 teams, they gonna stop.
Right. So listen, man, before we get up out of here, one other thing. Who stuck out to you yesterday? I'll give you one player that stuck out to me yesterday. I think played really, really well. Other than our quarterback, De'Aaron King, Spencer Rattler, out of Oklahoma. Oklahoma quarterback. Oklahoma system is just a machine, bro. Like, I think you could plug anybody in Oklahoma with me. I think I can take my 7-year-old son, get him a helmet, and send him play quarterback for Oklahoma, and he gonna throw 2 touchdowns at least.
Lincoln Riley.
Yeah.
Man.
So that's an indictment of offense, a system that works, a culture that's in place that works, and it just keeps working over and over and over again. So who anybody stuck out to you yesterday in college football?
Texas. Although they played Paso University, Texas El Paso. Put up 59 points. That quarterback came out there, threw 5 touchdowns, 400-something yards.
400 yards.
What's they coach? Herman? Tom Herman.
Tom Herman.
They saying this is the year. I mean, they obviously went out the Big Ten and the other conferences. This is his year to catch up and meet exactly where Oklahoma was at. So this is his year. It's perfect for him. I ain't gonna lie, the quarterback came out there gunning. Like they had him in the third quarter, he still was gunning. That was like, boy, they trying to kill his team, and so they stunned the guy for me.
Yeah, no COVID play for them, huh? Some teams just click. That's why I say sometimes, man, look like we just making excuses. You know what I'm saying? Because some teams come out clicking.
It's excuses, man.
Yeah, some teams come out clicking.
You either gonna be ready or you're not. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, some sloppy games, first games are always sloppy, but you got some teams, man, who just ready to strap up. You know what I'm saying? They were just ready to strap up. Oklahoma, it was 31-0 in the first quarter yesterday.
Twan. Talk to Twan, man. My dog over here behind the camera. Listen, Twan, any concerns you got about University of Miami before we get out of here that you saw the other night, bro?
One of my DBs.
Oh man, we had that talk the other day. He telling me, man, he don't think it's a major concern. It is a major concern.
I think we've been concerned with Ivy, but then Ivy comes through every now and then. You know what I'm saying? 2 interceptions at Pittsburgh last night, turnover chain twice. I don't. You're gonna have to give me more footage. We gotta watch them play their real defense this week. They got some speed out there. Let's see how them boys get up for Louisville, and let's see what our real defense look like. You understand? And then I'll judge them from there. But I mean, I've been telling y'all my Ivy stories, my stories about Ivy. I've never shied away from telling that story. I don't know if I ever told it on Caneville before.
No, I think when you told it the other night.
Right. Real fast. I'll get it in there. Ivy last high school football game, right? Like so I got a video out there. Ivy versus Jeff Thomas, 7-on-7. He went at it with Jeff Thomas. Go to YouTube, check that out. Ivy versus Jeff Thomas, they went at it. That's when I realized Jeff Thomas was the fastest person in the world. Like he was an X-Man or something. He didn't do Ivy in, but you just got to go watch the video. But Ivy last high school football game. Twan, you ever heard this story before?
No.
His team was down in the playoffs, second round or third round, maybe 21, let's say 21-10. It wasn't a lot. And it was the beginning of the fourth, maybe the end of the third. And I looked over at Ivy, I'm walking by and I look over at Ivy, and Ivy he's crying. You know what I'm saying? He's crying, and it's like beginning of the fourth. His team gets a fumble, and now he got to put his helmet back on, go back out there. And when I saw him crying, I was thinking, I was like, man, like, how has he gave up? I know it hurts to lose your last high school football game. I cried too. I lost my last high school basketball game. I got in the locker room. I cried. He was crying in the beginning of the fourth quarter. The game was still in balance, and I didn't understand that because I've seen players of that caliber like Cook, James Cook, Dalvin Cook. Coach, put me in on offense, defense. Coach, listen, man, take dog out, man. Put me in. What's the kid name with the Florida State? Got caught. The wide receiver got caught stealing checks. Phillips. Yeah. I seen him take coach, man. Take dog back at safety. Put me in that safety. You know what I'm saying? To the last whistle blow, not give up. I did not understand that. And now to the days, 3 years, 4 years later, and we still kind of like sometimes question Ivy. What's the word? Confidence sometimes. But I saw that. You know what I'm saying? I saw it firsthand. Like I said, he went against Jeff Thomas. He wasn't afraid. I didn't see him. He wasn't afraid. I mean, but he realized Jeff Thomas was super fast too, like everybody else. Chanel Troutman. Nobody could guard him.
I don't think it's the afraid part. It's just the confidence saying that I actually can do this. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of kids gonna go out there saying, okay, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid, but can I actually do this? You know what I'm saying? So that's two different confidences right there. You got a confidence say, okay, well, I can do this. I know I can.
Right.
And you got the confidence saying, okay, yeah, well, I know he's just better than me, but I'm gonna go try and give him my all.
I don't listen, bro. It's weird how we watch football. I'm not afraid that Ivy. That doesn't scare me. I think Ivy could play. Those coaches see Ivy every day in practice versus the Aaron King, and they put him out there and they start him. You know what I'm saying? Ivy has ability. It's the fans that see Ivy get bombed and look at it and be like, man, he suck. You know what I'm saying?
But are the fans wrong to say it? I mean,
well, are the coaches? Well, this is the question. The fans see him get bombed twice in a game. The coaches have him all summer. They throw him out there because they could put Corey Couch out there, the one everybody loved, right? They could start him.
Yeah.
They could. But they put Ivy and Blaze out there because they want to lose, right? Twan?
Not saying that. Not saying that.
Anybody? Bueller? Anybody? Bueller?
Touching that.
No, but listen, I understand. We've always questioned Ivy, and maybe he doesn't play like cornerbacks of the past play. We want to see him play. Maybe like Blaze. Blaze played with a little more
Passion
behind him.
But that's a Blaze. He's a Blaze kid. What you expect? That's just a natural team with him.
Right.
Ivy don't play. But I see where you're coming from. You know, the coach obviously trusts him.
Right. Cornerbacks get bombed.
Yeah, cornerbacks
all
get
the time.
beat.
The technique just looked bad sometimes, but that kid had 111 yards receiving on us, so it wasn't just him that he was doing it on, right? Couldn't have been just him. He had 8 catches.
Mostly him. I mean, that one where they caught when they was on the 6-yard line.
Yeah, boy, it's just you own the place. It's yours. We can't do nothing about that. Go and walk in front of the camera.
The one when they was on the 6-yard line. Remember the 6-yard line, and then they threw a 29-yard pass, and Ivy like. You don't turn your head. All you gotta do is turn your head.
He didn't turn his head twice, I think, right?
For that one, and then for the touchdown. Right. So it's like, I don't know. You said it was something about soft technique.
You think that taught to play hands and eyes and not turn around?
Maybe.
Maybe. That's a good question. Maybe.
Listen, and that's good you say that, because that's a lot of times we don't know what coaches are asking kids to do. We don't. We don't know what coaches pulling him out the game with his face mask saying, why you turn around looking at the ball, blah, blah, blah. Now he's playing hands and eyes. And maybe, I don't know, he didn't see, I saw his hands and eyes. I don't know why I didn't see his hands and eyes. He was closer to him than me, but he still didn't react. You know what I'm saying? I tell people that all the time. What are coaches asking them to do? I know what we look like we see, you know what I'm saying? But what is coach asking him to do? And that's the question sometimes. I guess you can look at everybody else and see how everybody else does. I see Blaze kind of like playing it the same way though.
Malik Young never turned around either.
Right.
But you know, our corners for the probably for the since Rupp been here, they don't turn around as much like they should. So it might be the way they're being taught.
I know one saying Bootsy always used to say, Stanford Sam would always just be like, man, listen, man, if you see the ball leave the quarterback hands, you're going to see the wide receiver catch the ball. It's something like that. If you saw the ball leave the quarterback hands, you're going to see the wide receiver catch the ball or something like that. You're going to see ass and elbows running outside the line, something like that. I know what you're saying. Usually I was taught when you see the wide receiver eyes get big or whatever, you turn around, right, to the ball. But in 3 years, college football, if he ain't getting that, it has to be what the coaches are telling him to do, or I don't know, just mental breakdown. But we can never figure out. We'll never figure out what the coaches are asking him. Well, maybe we can figure it out. I'm gonna try to get it figured out. Maybe we can figure out what they're asking him to do.
We got some connections.
Maybe we can figure out what they're asking to do.
What's really going on?
Maybe we call somebody uncle or something. You know what I'm saying?
But this week is test. They gonna pass the ball almost every play, so they fast.
Right.
You know, so if they ain't turning their head around this week, boy, now. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, man, so listen, man, we about to get up out of here. Make sure y'all hit subscribe, share, and if you really want to support what we're doing, join. We got a lot of things that's coming. We got the new podcast. Y'all check it out. The link is in the description.
Don't forget about them Caneville shirts.
Yes, sir. The Caneville
one right
shirts.
here,
We
and
got
then
another shirt we're gonna drop because we won the game.
The cane, we call it the cane.
Hail to the Cane shirt. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go cop that. All the links in the description. Footballville.shop. Y'all go check it out. But we about to get up out of here, man. Footballville, Caneville. That's XMD. We out.
It's gonna take 3 motherfucking days, and that's what this nigga wants to